Okay. The problem is that your starting your point is the belief that the system doesn't have your best interests in mind. That's not a problem. That's not a problem. That is not a problem. I am allowed to have my opinions. I can have my own opinions. You don't get to dictate my opinions. You can have your own opinions as well. You don't get to dictate my opinions, and I don't get to dictate your opinions. We live in a free society. Period. The problem is that your starting point is that the system doesn't have our best interests in mind? Are you kidding me? It doesn't have our best interests in mind. From that point, you're constantly looking for evidence that you are correct? No, that's not true at all. Even after failing to find none, your beliefs remain the same, that you simply move on to the next supposed example. He doesn't, like, his premise is just weird. It's a textbook example of confirmation bias. Because you are an acquaintance of our buddy, I went through the last couple months of your page of my prior comment tonight. It's clear to me that your reach has been justifiably reduced, and it has been. We've talked about that, how my reach on Facebook has been drastically. I used to obviously reach thousands, and now I reach tens of people. So he's saying it's justifiable because of my beliefs. He doesn't like my beliefs, so it's justifiable that I only reach a few people. He doesn't like my beliefs, so it's justifiable. He justifies this by saying you repeatedly express opinions in spite of preponderance of evidence that they are false. He doesn't present his preponderance of evidence that they're false, but he goes on to say, or a complete lack of evidence that they are true. What a joke. You post misleading content that lacks context. Another lie from this guy. I hesitate to even bother commenting on your page for fear that Facebook's algorithms mistake my activity for validation that your posts are worthy of other people's attention and merit discussions. Oh, heaven forbid you engage with somebody that doesn't agree with you. This is the bullcrap and the reason that people are fleeing Facebook, because of elitist bigotry. This is the nonsense that conservatives and Christians hate seeing and being a part of. We've tolerated it long enough. We don't want to be a part of this bigotry any longer. There are options out there. That we don't have to put up with this. And guess what? You don't have to put up with my stuff either. You can just have easily had scrolled on and moved along and never have engaged with my page ever. If you thought that I was misleading you, guess what? You could have scrolled on. But your page you have virtue signal all over it. You have your face diaper, and you are so virtuous, and you took the time to show me how important you are by engaging with my page, and you showed me how wonderful you are. Wow. You are such a Facebook warrior. Whoa, you showed the Paul Prosise page in the community. You showed us. Whoa. What if you just moved along You Facebook warrior, you. Wouldn't that have been a better action? Wouldn't that have been a better virtue? Yeah, that would have been a better thing to do. Instead, you took it upon yourself to crap over somebody else. The Facebook algorithm and shut up. You are the reason that things are getting worse. My opinion can stand. Your opinion can stand. And I don't care that your opinion is on there. The problem is that you think that you are better than me. I don't care that your opinion is there, but the problem is you think that your opinion is better than mine, and therefore my opinion should be shut down and has no place on this platform. So I'm going to take my opinion to another platform where your opinion can still be there, but my opinion will not be shut down. And guess what? Neither will yours, because your opinion is just as free to be there as my opinion. And no stupid algorithm's going to shut mine down, and neither will yours. That is freedom. That's how it's supposed to be. But you can't handle it. You want to shut people down because you can't handle, oh my gosh, he said something that might not be 100% in line with what I feel. Who cares? Just keep scrolling. Go and find your confirmation bias. I'll stick with my confirmation bias. I invite people like our buddy that may not agree to this. It's okay. We'll work through it and we'll still be friends. It's okay. We'll have a conversation. I don't agree with everything he says. He doesn't agree with everything I say. That's great. That's okay. I like it that way. I read his page and I don't agree with everything. There's things that I'm like, dude, how do you justify that with your faith? And I wrestle with that. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Huh. I like seeing that because it makes me wrestle with my faith. And I'm like, huh, interesting. And then he says, how do you wrestle with your faith? That's the way it's supposed to be. But then you guys come onto my page and you're like, oh, I can't, you need to get off this platform. Shut up. Move on with your life. Liberals can't handle anything outside of their own views. Why? This is destroying conversation, and it shouldn't be this way. We can have really good, heated discussions and then come back and hug each other and say, I love you. That's the way we should be. That's the way America should be.